Immediately the king sent an executioner and commanded him that his head be brought. And he went and beheaded him in prison, brought his head on a platter, and gave it to the girl, and the girl gave it to her mother. Here's the theological unpacking of this entire story. When we dwell in our sin, we begin to skew who Jesus is. And we'll go to great lengths to cover it up, to justify it, to quell it, to quench it, to put it down. But sin in the end will always, you've heard it before, I'm going to say it again because it's true, and it didn't stop being true. Sin leads to death. Your sin leads to your death. My sin leads to my death. And here's the kicker. All of our sin led to Jesus' death. We killed God. I have a friend on Facebook whose profile picture this entire week just says, I killed Jesus. That's what this week is about. It's about us doing everything we can to skew who Jesus is, to push down our sin, to sit in envy and in pride and in lust, not understanding that it leads to death. That statement is unequivocally true, theologically consistent. All sin leads to death. It even leads to the death of God, but that's not the end of the story. Friday will be about the death. Sunday will be about life. And I'm not a good enough teacher to emotionally engage you guys enough to take it more seriously than you maybe have other years. I'm not there. Maybe in 10 years, after I've listened to enough great teaching from Pastor Rob and other teachers, maybe. I'm not there yet. But I want you guys to join me this week in praying every single night for Sunday. Our sin is the reason Friday had to take place, and by the grace of God, why he gave us Sunday. Join me every day this week praying that Easter would be something different for you, for the community. Quit spending time coming up with elaborate schemes to quell and make your sin not feel as bad as it really is. Quit de-emphasizing Jesus as prophet because you don't want to hear the truth being told, or priest because you don't want to love on people enough. Understand the fullness of Jesus, the fullness of his sacrifice, but the glory of his resurrection. That's this week. That's what we're here to do. That's what we're hopefully going to, by the grace of God, bring to the community. Join me in praying for that this week.